Ladies and gentlemen, our minds are powerful, potent forces. They are tools that shape our reality, define our experiences, and create our world. But too often we forget the simple truth: the mind is not the master. We are the masters. Our thoughts should be in service to us, not the other way around. You must understand this fundamental principle: your mind is not who you are, it is simply the vehicle through which you navigate the world. It's a tool to be used, and like any tool, it must be wielded with intention and purpose. The mistake many of us make is to let our minds run wild, unchallenged, like an out-of-control beast leading us wherever it pleases. We let the chaos of fleeting thoughts dictate our emotions, reactions, and actions. But imagine for a moment that your mind is your servant. Picture it working diligently, focused solely on your desires, your goals, your vision of the world. In this state, the mind is no longer something to be controlled, it becomes something you guide. You can direct it toward any intention you choose without it wandering into distractions or negative patterns. This is mastery through awareness. The more you observe the activity of your mind, the more you understand how it influences your decisions and how it traps you in cycles of thought. But when you step back and view your thoughts without judgment, without becoming attached to them, you realize that they are not you. You are the master of your mind, not the servant of its whims. This awareness is the first step toward true control. Think about your emotions. They are born of thought, aren't they? Our feelings rise from what we choose to believe, from the stories we tell ourselves, from the judgments we make. But when you realize that your mind is your servant, you take back the reins. When you learn to control your thoughts, you can control your emotional responses. When you decide to think empowering, positive, purposeful thoughts, your emotions will follow suit. They will support your vision, not sabotage it. This is where the real power lies, aligning your thoughts and emotions so that they work in harmony toward your goals. But mastery does not happen overnight. It requires a shift in mindset. You cannot live your life as if you are a passive observer of your thoughts. You must engage with them, challenge them, guide them. The first step is to recognize when your mind is trying to lead you astray. It will tell you stories that aren't true, that you are not good enough, that you can't accomplish your dreams. It will plant seeds of doubt. But you have the power to pull those weeds out and plant new thoughts, new beliefs, new intentions. Speak to yourself with conviction, with purpose. Your inner dialogue shapes your reality. So speak to yourself as if you are worthy of everything you desire, as if your goals are already within reach. This is the power of an empowered mindset. When you act as though your mind is working for you, you create a shift in the universe. Your thoughts are aligned with a higher purpose, with intention, and with meaning. Every action you take, every step you make toward your dreams is fueled by your focused and empowered thoughts. Your mind becomes the engine, and you are the driver. Living with intention and purpose means waking up every day knowing that you are in control of your thoughts. You decide what you focus on, what you believe, and how you act. You don't wait for circumstances to change, you change your mind, and through that change your circumstances will follow. Your mind will serve you when you command it, and when it serves you, your life will unfold in ways you never imagined. So the next time you feel lost, overwhelmed, or confused, remember this: your mind is your servant, not your master. You control the direction it takes. You are the one who chooses the thoughts you entertain, the beliefs you hold, and the emotions you experience. Master your mind, and your life will unfold in ways that reflect the power, the peace, and the purpose you choose. The world will bend to your will because you have learned to bend your mind to your purpose. This is the true path to fulfillment. The power of the mind is something that, once understood, can truly change the trajectory of your life. We often hear the phrase, "what you think you become," and while it sounds simple, it holds the key to unlocking a world of possibilities. The mind is the most powerful tool we possess, but too often we allow it to run on autopilot, reacting to the world around us instead of creating the world we desire. What you need to realize is that the mind is not just a passive receiver of information, it is an active force, a creator of reality. Everything you see, everything you experience begins with a thought. Think about that for a moment. Every action, every decision, every outcome originates in the mind. The thoughts you entertain determine the experiences you manifest. Your mind shapes how you view the world, how you interact with others, and how you respond to the challenges life throws your way. When you truly understand the power of your mind, you begin to realize that you are not a victim of circumstances, but rather the architect of your own destiny. The mind has the ability to construct your reality. It can either limit you or empower you, depending on the beliefs you hold. If you believe that you are capable of achieving greatness, the mind will work to bring that vision to life. If, on the other hand, you hold the belief that you are not enough, or that success is unattainable, your mind will create a world that reflects that belief. It's all about the stories we tell ourselves. But here's the thing. The mind is not just influenced by external factors, it is shaped by your internal dialogue. The way you speak to yourself, the words you use, the way you think about your potential, all of this feeds the mind. And just like a garden, what you plant in your mind will grow. If you fill your thoughts with positivity, ambition, and hope, that is what will flourish. If you constantly feed your mind with negativity, fear, and doubt, that is what will take root. The power of the mind lies not in the thoughts themselves, but in your ability to choose which thoughts you nurture. You are not a prisoner to your mind's automatic responses. You have the ability to pause, to evaluate, and to choose which thoughts deserve your attention. This is the key to mastering your mind, understanding that you are the gatekeeper of your thoughts, and that you have the power to choose which ones you allow to dominate your consciousness. It's important to recognize that the mind is malleable. Just as you can train your body to grow stronger, you can train your mind to focus, to stay positive, and to be resilient. But this requires intention, discipline, and consistency. You don't become a master of your mind by accident. You become a master by making a conscious effort every single day to guide your thoughts in the direction of your goals. When you understand the power of the mind, you also begin to realize that everything is connected. The mind, body, and spirit work together as one cohesive unit. Your mind influences your physical health, your emotional state, and your spiritual well-being. When your mind is clear and focused, when your thoughts align with your intentions, you begin to experience a sense of harmony in every area of your life. You are no longer at war with yourself, but instead you are aligned with your true purpose, living in accordance with the best version of who you are meant to be. In this understanding, you unlock the ultimate truth: you are in control. Your mind is a tool that is meant to serve you. The moment you realize this, your entire life begins to change. You stop living by default and start living with purpose. You stop letting life happen to you, and instead you begin to shape your life with every thought, every belief, and every action you take. The power of the mind is that it has the potential to create the life you want, but only if you take the reins and use it with intention. So the next time you find yourself overwhelmed by doubt or fear, remember this: the mind is a powerful force, and it is yours to command. You have the ability to shape your world, to overcome obstacles, and to achieve greatness. It all begins with understanding that the mind is not your enemy, it is your greatest ally. And when you learn to use it to its fullest potential, there is no limit to what you can achieve. The power of the mind is limitless, and it is waiting for you to harness it. Mastery through awareness is not simply a concept, it is a profound understanding that changes the way you approach life. Awareness is the key that unlocks the door to your fullest potential. It is not enough to merely exist, to go through the motions of life, drifting from one moment to the next, without truly understanding what is happening within and around you. To master your life, you must first master your mind, and that starts with being aware of the thoughts, emotions, and patterns that drive your actions. We are all conditioned by our thoughts, whether we realize it or not. From the moment we wake up, our minds begin to operate on autopilot, replaying the same familiar thoughts, the same fears, doubts, and desires that we have had for years. These thoughts shape our reality, sometimes without our conscious permission. So many people go through their days reacting to their environment, reacting to the opinions of others, reacting to the challenges that life throws at them. They live as if they are at the mercy of the world around them. But this is not mastery. This is living at the mercy of your circumstances. To achieve true mastery, you must understand what is happening inside your mind. You must become aware of every thought that arises. Is it a thought that serves you? Does it push you toward your goals, toward your vision for your life? Or does it pull you back, make you question your worth, fill you with fear and doubt? If you are not aware of these thoughts, if you are not aware of the emotions they trigger, you cannot control your actions. You are merely reacting, driven by forces that are outside of your control. Awareness means taking a step back and observing your thoughts. It means becoming the observer of your own mind, watching the flow of your ideas, judgments, and emotions without becoming attached to them. When you can do this, you no longer identify with every thought that crosses your mind. You no longer allow every passing emotion to dictate your actions. Instead, you see your thoughts for what they are, just thoughts. You realize that you do not have to believe everything your mind tells you. You do not have to give in to every fear or doubt that arises. You can choose. This is where mastery begins. When you become aware of your thoughts, you begin to notice patterns. You see the recurring negative thoughts that hold you back, the limiting beliefs that have shaped your life up to this point. But once you are aware of them, you have the power to change them. You can decide to no longer give energy to those thoughts that do not serve you. Instead, you can begin to consciously choose thoughts that empower you, thoughts that inspire you, thoughts that propel you toward the person you are meant to become. The more you practice awareness, the more you understand how deeply your mind shapes your reality. Your life is not defined by what happens to you, but by how you respond to what happens to you. If you are not aware, you will respond with automatic reactions, shaped by old fears and insecurities. But when you are aware, you can choose your response. You can choose to see challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and obstacles as stepping stones toward your greater purpose. Mastery through awareness also means recognizing the present moment for what it is, the only moment that truly exists. So often we get lost in the past, reliving old regrets, or in the future, filled with anxiety about what is to come. But the only thing we truly have is the present moment. And in that moment we have the power to choose. We have the power to choose our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. We have the power to create the life we desire, starting right now. The process of mastering your life is a continual journey. It is not something that happens overnight, but it begins with that simple act of awareness. Once you understand that your mind is not something that controls you, but something that you can control, you begin to take back your power. You begin to live with purpose, with clarity, and with intention. Every thought, every emotion, every action becomes an opportunity for you to practice mastery. And with each step, you get closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. True mastery is not about controlling everything in life. It is about mastering your response to life. It is about having the awareness to know that you are the creator of your reality, not the victim of it. It is about choosing to rise above the noise of the world and to take control of your mind. And when you do that, you will begin to see a life unfold before you that is full of purpose, power, and potential. The power has always been within you. You just needed the awareness to see it. Control over thought and emotion is not a luxury. It is a necessity for living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Our thoughts and emotions are the most powerful forces that shape our daily experiences, and yet many of us move through life as if we are slaves to them. We let them dictate our actions, our reactions, and ultimately our destiny. But what if you could change that? What if you could learn to control your thoughts and emotions rather than allowing them to control you? The mind, for all its power, is simply a tool. It is meant to serve you, not to dominate you. Your thoughts are like the compass guiding the ship of your life, and it's time for you to become the captain. Imagine for a moment that every thought you think is like a seed you are planting in your mind. You are the gardener of your own mind, and what you plant there will eventually grow into the fruits of your life. If you plant seeds of doubt, negativity, and fear, those will sprout and grow, creating a garden of despair and limitation. But if you choose to plant seeds of positivity, confidence, and purpose, you'll see your life bloom with opportunity, strength, and growth. The first step in gaining control over your thoughts is recognizing that you have a choice. You are not a passive recipient of the thoughts that arise in your mind. Too often we believe that our thoughts simply come to us unbidden and uncontrollable. But this is a misconception. You have the power to choose your thoughts. It may not happen instantly, and it may take time and practice, but with consistent effort, you can train your mind to focus on what serves you, not what distracts or diminishes you. When you begin to choose your thoughts deliberately, you will notice a shift in how you feel. Your emotions are not independent of your thoughts, they are the direct result of what you think. If your thoughts are negative, your emotions will reflect that negativity. But when you change the way you think, your emotions will follow suit. This is the real power of control. It's not about suppressing your emotions or pretending they don't exist. It's about understanding that your emotions are a reflection of your mental state. And when you change your mental state, you change the emotions that arise from it. Imagine a life where your emotions no longer control you, a life where you no longer allow external circumstances or the actions of others to determine how you feel. A life where you can choose to remain calm in the face of adversity, confident in the face of uncertainty, and at peace in the face of chaos. This is the power of thought and emotional control. It doesn't mean you won't feel fear, sadness, or anger at times. It simply means you won't let those emotions dictate your actions. You will be able to recognize them for what they are: temporary reactions that can be transformed into opportunities for growth. When you gain control over your thoughts and emotions, you are no longer a victim to the fluctuations of life. You become the creator of your own reality. Your thoughts will no longer lead you down paths of self-doubt, anxiety, or despair. Instead, you'll be able to navigate the challenges of life with strength, clarity, and confidence. Your emotions will become your allies, supporting you in your pursuit of greatness, rather than hindering you with unnecessary stress or doubt. The key to mastering thought and emotion lies in consistency. It is a daily practice of choosing your thoughts, challenging negative beliefs, and cultivating a mindset of resilience and positivity. It requires mindfulness, self-awareness, and a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. But the rewards of mastering your thoughts and emotions are immeasurable. You will find yourself more centered, more focused, and more aligned with your true purpose. So take control of your thoughts. Choose them carefully, deliberately, and with intention. Don't let your emotions run wild. Master them. Use them as tools to propel you forward, not as barriers that hold you back. You are the master of your mind, and in mastering your mind, you master your life. Creating a mindset of empowerment begins with understanding that the power to shape your life lies within you. It does not lie in your circumstances, in the people around you, or in the external world. It lies within the depths of your mind, within the thoughts you choose to think, and the beliefs you choose to accept. The first step in empowering yourself is to recognize that you are in control. You are the creator of your reality. The way you think, the way you see the world, and the way you perceive your experiences shape your entire existence. So often we allow external forces to dictate our state of mind. We become influenced by the opinions of others, the judgments of society, or the circumstances that seem beyond our control. But true empowerment comes when you realize that none of those things have the power to define you unless you allow them to. The power is in your hands. You must choose to no longer be a passive observer in your life. You must take full ownership of your thoughts and your responses. Empowerment begins with a shift in perspective. It means seeing challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and failures as stepping stones on the road to success. When you adopt this mindset, you stop viewing life as something happening to you and begin to see it as something happening for you. Every situation, no matter how difficult, can teach you something valuable about yourself, about your strength, and about your ability to overcome. But this shift in perspective requires courage. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone, to move past the self-limiting beliefs that have held you back. You cannot allow yourself to stay in a place of fear or doubt. Fear will always be present, but you must learn to move forward despite it. Empowerment comes when you decide that you are no longer going to be afraid of the unknown, that you are going to embrace the uncertainty of life and face it head-on. The key to creating a mindset of empowerment is the belief that you have unlimited potential. It's the understanding that you are not defined by your past mistakes, your failures, or the challenges you faced. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are not a victim of the world. You are a creator, a force of nature, capable of shaping your own destiny. You must remind yourself daily that you are more than enough. You are worthy of success, of love, of abundance, and of every good thing the universe has to offer. It also means letting go of the idea that everything needs to be perfect. We often wait for the perfect moment or for everything to align before we take action. But empowerment is found in the willingness to act, even when everything is not perfectly lined up. It's about trusting in yourself and your abilities, even when the road ahead seems unclear. It's about taking that first step, even if it's a small one, knowing that each step will lead you closer to your goal. When you embrace imperfection and act with courage, you begin to unlock the power that has always been inside of you. Creating a mindset of empowerment also requires a shift in how you talk to yourself. The words you speak to yourself matter more than you can imagine. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that you can't do it, or that you're too old or too young, then you are disempowering yourself. Your inner dialogue shapes your reality. You must learn to speak to yourself with encouragement, with belief, and with the language of possibility. Speak to yourself as if you are already the person you want to become. Speak to yourself as if you are already capable of achieving the greatest things. This shift in how you talk to yourself will begin to shape how you see the world around you. The most powerful part of creating a mindset of empowerment is the understanding that you have the ability to change your life at any moment. It's never too late. It doesn't matter where you've been or where you're coming from. What matters is where you are going. You hold the pen to your own story. You have the power to write a new chapter, to rewrite your narrative. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. When you create a mindset of empowerment, You open the door to a world of endless possibilities. You realize that you are the architect of your own destiny. You stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to live the life you desire. You stop relying on external validation and begin to trust in your own abilities, your own vision, and your own worth. And when you do this, when you take full ownership of your life, you will begin to see miracles unfold. Things will start aligning for you. Opportunities will appear. And most importantly, you will begin to feel the power within yourself, an unshakable, unwavering belief that no matter what life throws at you, you are more than capable of handling it. So remember, the power is within you, the strength is within you, the success is within you. You are the creator of your destiny. Embrace it, own it, and never, ever let anyone or anything take that away from you. The world is yours to conquer, and it starts with believing in yourself and acting from a place of empowerment. Remember that the power to shape your reality, to overcome challenges, and to create the life you desire is within you. You are the architect of your own destiny, and every decision, every thought, and every action you take contributes to the masterpiece of your life. No matter what obstacles you may face, no matter how hard the road may seem, you have the strength and the resilience to rise above it all. The key to unlocking your potential lies in your mindset. By embracing self-empowerment, by believing in your worth, and by taking action in alignment with your vision, you will create a life that reflects your inner strength. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment or for others to give you permission. You already have what it takes. So I challenge you today to begin acting as if your dreams are already in motion. Speak to yourself with encouragement, take bold steps forward, and know that the universe responds to your belief in yourself. When you master your mind, you master your life. Your journey is yours to create. Now go and create it with unwavering confidence and a mindset of true empowerment.